riflemen with the light machine guns. And the Stuke just continues to fire and absolutely do nothing, it seems like here. Missing the rifleman as well, my goodness. Not this Stuke's happy day. Another missed shot. Engineers moving in towards these pioneers. MG42 though getting the drop on them. Another miss from the Stuke. Volkswagen is now able to join in and do a bit of support. Kampfkraft center up. Probably means yes, veterans in 1 for infantry and armor. And the Stuke just continues missing. Absolutely marvelous. Grenadiers and further Volkswagen is moving in though. Grenadiers might get, yes, there we go, a little present for the riflemen. Straight into this area, killing 2 of them right away. And Stuke still absolutely not doing much at the moment, except of course being a rather persistent threat to the allies. And there we go, forcing them back. Engineers moving about. Airborne hitting the field. 82nd Airborne joining in for a bit of fun. Coming under immediate fire from the MG42. And the Stuke gets off a shot as well, but again misses. Rifleman moving in from the south might though get caught in the arc of fire of the MG42. Rifleman finally scoring a kill for the fatherland. And Volkswagen is quickly moving in to act as a screen for the Stuke 4 so it doesn't get charged up. Not a bad idea in general. And Volkswagen is though slightly pulling back towards cover. Don't want to be too close. And recoilless rifle ready. Another kill by the Stuke. There we go. Airborne with recoilless rifles. Grenadiers inching forwards. Taking up cover. And assault being used. Blitzkrieg. And of course a grenade being dropped by the airborne on their own. Riflemen charging in. And engineers being cut down as well. Riflemen not looking too good either. Airborne getting stunned by the assault grenades. Taking quite a bit of damage as well. Forcing the airborne to falter in the face of the glorious forces of the 352nd Grenadier Division. And Veterancy 2 up for the armor, of course giving the Stuke a machine gun, which is always a rather nice upgrade. Able to do quite a bit of damage and generally make it a lot more useful. Although it does have finally managed to secure some kills and actually kill something. Grenadiers and Volkswagen still continuing, hoping for this drop-off point. Cut-off point, I mean not drop-off. And assault grenades being used once more. And forcing the rifleman out. A BAR left behind. A nice piece of treasure for the Wehrmacht. And this fuel point has also been secured. Another BAR dropped, and this jeep can still be salvaged for munitions. A generally good thing to do if you're the Wehrmacht, of course. Try to salvage all vehicles for munitions. It can really make a difference. Airborne getting ready. Riflemen as well. Still 4 teams. No medic bunkers though, or medic stations though. That would certainly be helpful for the American commander. A few more mines might also be of help. Of course, this anti-tank gun will be of great use against the Stuke 4. And more barbed wire being laid down to sort of prevent anyone from just charging ahead at this MG42 from the head. And there we go, actually a mine hit. Volkswagen is hitting it, barely surviving though. And getting out of there quickly before any Americans move in to finish them off. Second Volkswagen team on the move, coming under quite a bit of fire. Stuke and Grenadiers marching in to salvage the situation. Anti-tank gun on the field as well. Large counter-attack moving in from the 352nd. Anti-tank gun quite a threat to the Stuke 4. A few shots and it will be lost. Stuke rather realizing these can't actually pull this off. Gets out of there. Grenadiers retreats and Volkswagen slowly pull back towards more secure positions. While Pioneers are securing this area once more, particularly now that it is out of the hands of the Americans. And in fact, let's go have a look at AlCoHolic. Going for further. Engineers has airborne and airdropped anti-tank guns. Nothing else though. No strafing runs or reconnaissance runs. Volkswagen is moving in, coming under quite a bit of fire. Stuke moves in once more. Opens up with a machine gun and the gun getting a hit, but is getting hit itself. Volkswagen is opening up on the riflemen. And now these Volkswagen are getting cut off, hit from all sides. Will have to pull back. MG42 continuing alongside that Stuke. The anti-tank gun also seems to be getting off a few shots. The American anti-tank gun clearly serving a nice purpose in holding away my Stug 4, since it is of course quite lethal, doing almost more damage than a King Tiger, and with the armor-piercing rounds will in fact do more damage than a King Tiger, meaning that the Stug with its only, I do believe, 400 hit points can be taken out in a very few shots. And the Nebelwerfer opens up, suppressing and pinning, always nice. Certainly going to be a bit of help there, and Volksgrenadiers getting ready alongside these Grenadiers, and Pioneers continuing to just seize territory all the west of this road. Volksgrenadiers moving in, and looks like this anti-tank gun is opening up on the building with the MG42. Riflemen getting stunned by assault grenades. Volksgrenadiers taking heavy losses. Airborne moving in. Building is heavily damaged though. MG42 gunners will have to get out of there. Grenadiers charging in. Riflemen taking heavy losses. Volksgrenadiers moving in from the north. Stug almost wrecked, my goodness. And now the anti-tank gun though is left behind on its own. Grenades being thrown after it, but no luck, no dice. Anti-tank gun might in fact be cleared up unless an immediate American counterattack is set in to save it. No, does not look like it. Only some engineers, and they're not going to be helping out things, that's for sure.
We have 300 points left.
That was lucky for the Stug. Anti-tank gun hitting the ground. And another miss. Might the anti-tank gun, there we go, cleared out. But riflemen are finally getting on the field, ready to support. Now the Stug, of course, can get a lot closer. There we go, opening up with its machine gun. Main gun absolutely hitting nothing this time around. And a large American assault moves in for himself. Numerous riflemen and airborne really pushing through. Volksgrenadiers taking up position near the ditch and the barbed wire. Grenadiers heavily damaged. MG42 from the building will have to join in. Pioneers getting up, ready to heal or repair the Stug 4. Volksgrenadiers forced back. MG42 firing all it can. What will happen? And looks like these riflemen might be trying to secure this anti-tank gun, but they are not enough. In fact, they might lose themselves if they take it, which is of course not a good thing. Rifleman team in the ditch though, taking heavy losses. Nebelwerfer barrage once more moving in. Pioneers killed while trying to repair. Of course, you should be careful with this, as any units that is repairing or building anything is a much easier target. So of course something to keep in mind. Airborne having recruited the anti-tank gun, and of course airborne can reinforce out in the field, one of the few units that can this. And Stug 42 moving in, apparently not aware that the anti-tank gun has been recruited, and taking quite a direct hit, will have to retreat. And looks like that was a compressed air shell doing absolutely no damage. Bit unfortunate. Volksgrenadiers still are ready to move in and protect the assault guns. Grenades being dropped at the Volksgrenadiers. No kills inflicted. American forces are recuperating, but looks like they might be moving out on a fresh assault. Airborne though not looking good, and this anti-tank gun will once more have to get out of there. Assault guns moving in, hoping to score an easy kill perhaps. But no luck. The anti-tank gun will be able to fire soon, but one is killed. In fact, sticky bomb going off on the Stug 42. Destroyed engine. Casualties being inflicted by the Stug 42. Volksgrenadiers charging in, taking heavy losses. Americans though also taking quite a bit of losses as well. And further Grenadiers and Volksgrenadiers charging in. Nebelwerfer getting a bit closer to the action.
Infantry squad reporting casualties.
And an infantry squad is lost. Looks like the anti-tank gun once more cleared out. And Volksgrenadiers taking on these airborne Nebelwerfer rockets howling. And looks like these airborne might have to give up in face of these Volksgrenadiers in particular, now that the Nebelwerfer rockets are actually hitting them, but no riflemen are ready to support. But oh dear, this is actually looking rather fluid at the moment. Things are constantly shifting back and forth, but this is rather the strong point at the moment, it seems like. Most fortunate, and no attempt at the Americans except this anti-tank gun to really clear it out. no mortars or anything, which actually might have been of greater help. Rather than moving across the open road, not the best move. Rather than now moving in from the south, he's taking some rather heavy attrition losses. In fact, I do believe we are halfway through, so in fact let's go have a look at the match. And of course this is sort of the trouble with this sort of map, and the tactical map of course if you change around, but nonetheless let's go have a look. What is the situation? Well, currently I'm holding 2 of the victory points. I'm not holding most of the map. That is currently in the hands of the Americans, but at the same time I am rather at the advantage in terms of infantry. I wager he's constantly suffering heavy attrition losses. Me, not so much. I'm also getting some more veterancy on my infantry, which is going to help a bit. Stuke's assault guns are out for the count and will need some repairs. Nebelwerfer is ready to bombard. I'm pretty sure I can get some more on the field. Of course, what will the Americans do to sort of overcome this? Well, either they need to knock all of this out, of course, with a bit of artillery or mortar. They might be able to do this. Otherwise, they need to sort of strike Wehrmacht, for example, here, which is a good thing. Could be very good to sort of push through here, perhaps around my forces. Also note, I do have an observation post on this munitions point to sort of give me extra grenades. Always good to have. Otherwise, they could try and push through here. But either they need some support weapons to take out this strong point, which is currently where I'm focusing most of the defenses, or they need to ignore it. The sort of in-between thing of trying to attack it without support weapons is not going to work. I am a bit too well prepared for that with all of this barbed wire, and of course the assault guns nearby, and of course mines and whatnot. Of course I can't just sit back and just enjoy this, because of course then he will just roll up some mortars and of course do something. So of course I need to keep up the pressure. I need to keep those assault guns repaired. I need to sort of press through, perhaps take these points, perhaps also try and harass his own points a bit, sort of keep things flowing back and forth, keeping him under pressure. So he needs to expend more resources just to get to this area, which is of course my territory, rather than just being able to waltz in freely. He needs to expend more just for less. So that is of course the good thing, and of course he is suffering rather heavy in the attritional fight, constantly losing infantry, constantly forced to force them, pull them back and reinforce them. And what is the situation on my stage? Infantry assault team, urban assault and blitzkrieg being ready. A bit of manpower as well. Volkswagen is ready for reinforcements. Further are being sent out. In fact, several of my troops already have BARs. Assault guns will need repairs. And anyways, let's get back to action. Wehrmacht forces on the retreat in the face of all these BAR-equipped troops. Again, a medic station or a medic bunker for either side would certainly be of help. And there we go, setting up a bunker, but I actually think it will be a repair bunker, since I actually want these two repaired a bit faster. In particular this 242 with its damaged engine. And looks like these Volkswagen and Grenadiers are getting ready very swiftly, in particular since some of them haven't really suffered much, but I rather opted to get them out of there quickly rather than trying to sort of keep up the front and just lose men for no apparent reason. Instead pulling them back so I can launch much more swiftly a more coordinated assault with more infantry. Assault guns not looking too good, apparently trying to pull off an assault here, and of course you generally don't want to pull in damaged armored vehicles into an assault. So that is of course something to keep in mind. And a Nebelwerfer barrage goes off. Repair bunker up. Pioneers moving in to repair. And American positions getting hit right here on this small hill. Taking quite a bit of hits, and looks like we might see the Volksgunners moving in. Perhaps even the Stuke. And Blitzkrieg goes off. This was actually a rather attempt at an experiment on